Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna teach you guys about TradingView, everything you need to know about the TradingView, the basics, what a trader needs to use to analyze his charts, to look for opportunities, to look at different kinds of assets, and make decision. So the first thing is you can head to tradingview.com and then you go get yourself an account, sign in and get your account. And I would highly suggest you to download the desktop app, because you can also use their web chart, but it's more better if you have a desktop app for yourself. So you have for Windows, Mac and Linux. So once you have that, then you can go into all the details, and in your app you can customize everything that you need. So once you have downloaded the desktop app, you will see something like this, and just to know, you need to know that you are signed in. So here, this is my account. So in this it shows you all the different kinds of settings, your language, if you want to go home, this is where it shows everything in TradingView itself. Like you have the market summary, all the major moves, different kinds of products, screener, calendars, news, your portfolio, things like that. But today we're just gonna go into the chart, and we're gonna see everything that you need to know in this TradingView platform. So first you will see, I think you will see Apple chart. So here you'll see at the bottom here there is indicator. It's a volume indicator. You can just remove it just to have a clear view of the chart. So before getting into all that, first let's see at the top toolbar, where when you want to search for any symbols, any forex symbols or stock market or anything, you can just click here, and here it says symbol search. So you can search, maybe you want to look for crypto, let's say Bitcoin, BTC, and then here you'll see there is so many BTC, which one to choose. So at the right hand side you'll see each exchange that is provided from. That means this is from Binance, this is from crypto, this is from Coinbase, etc., and this is for Kraken. So for me, I would always look for Binance. So when you press that, it comes to the chart. So same thing. Another easy way to search for something, let's say I want to search for Solana, so you can just type it out. So rather than going here and then clicking, you can just type SOL USD or USDT and then you can press it, something like that. Okay, so the next thing is compare or add symbol. So let's say you want to compare Solana with Bitcoin. So you see it says compare, you can put BTC USDT, and then you have three options. You have same percentage scale, so it'll be on the chart, or you can keep it as new price scale, so it'll be, you see here, this is your Bitcoin price and this is your Solana price, so it shows exactly. Or you can have it as a new pen, will be at the bottom. Okay, so this is how you want to compare different charts. Okay, so the next is, this is all your interval, this is your time frame. So what we are looking at here currently is 1 week, so that means each candlestick is 1 week. So what you can do is, you can go and let's say keep it to 1 day, or you can change it to 1 hour, or you can change it to 1 minute. Anything below 1 minute in the seconds or ticks, this is in a paid version. So unless you are going very going so deep into the trading, like you want to see the in the seconds movement, then you need to pay for accessing that. But for in the free version, all you need is 1 minute is more than enough if you're doing scalping, and then 1 hour if you're doing swing trading, things like that. So let's say now you don't want to always click here and then fine, you can first, one easier way is you can go here at the right hand side, you will see like a star, so you can put 1 minute, let's say 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day and 1 week. So you have a range from 1 minute up to 1 week. So this is your favorite, so anytime you can just press 1 minute and then it'll go to 1 minute, it'll go 5 minutes, things like that. Okay, or there's another way, you can just type 1, so you'll go to 1 minute. Let's say you want to go to 1 day, so you can just type 1D, it'll go to 1 day. Let's say you want to go to 4 hours, 4H, it'll go to 4 hours. So this is one easier way to switch between time frames. Okay, so the next thing in the toolbar is the chart type. So majority, I feel 99% of the people will use candlesticks, but if you want to see in a different point of view, you can always change. So this is in a bar type, bars, candles, you have some line chart, you have area, so many different kinds of chart types. So we will just stick with candles for now. Okay, then the next thing is indicators. So this is where you have so much of indicators, and let's say you want to search for someone else, they build their own indicators. So let's give it a easy RSI. So the technicals is where the one is provided by TradingView. Community is provided by each person, so this person, and how many people are using it currently. So like this RSI candles been using by Glass, and 19,200 people are using it basically. So we can choose, and then it will show up on the screen on the chart. So okay, it's not showing, maybe it takes time. Okay, let's choose another one. Let's say RSI divergence. Okay, so it shows here like this. Okay, so for the free plan, you just use two indicators at a time. So let's choose another one, 24-hour volume. So this is now you have 2 indicators. So if you want to choose another one, they'll ask you to pay. So back then it was actually 3, but now it's 2. So it's a way for them to make you to get the pro plan. So for me, it's better to just use 2, sometimes 1. It doesn't matter, it depends on how you're looking at the chart and wanting to trade. Okay, so next is indicator template. So let's say you have a specific template. Let's say you are using the pro version, you have multiple indicators at one chart, then you can save the template. You don't have to always open up that specific indicators and do it all over again. You can just save it. So that's makes your life easier. Next is alerts. So this is quite cool, where let's say you want TradingView to alert you that, okay, let's say symbols, this is Solana, condition price. Okay, let's say if it crosses 234.28, let's say it crosses down, and you can choose only once and every time, and then it will send you some kind of message. See, it's saying alert crossing this one. So let's say you want to be alerted like in a daily chart. Let's say you want to take positions only when Solana reaches 213. So you can make an alert saying that, let's say if it reaches 213, then it will alert me. So here it will show that alert line. So how you want to look at what are all the alerts that you have. At the side here you can see this clock. So you press that, it shows you all your alerts. so you can delete. Okay, so that's for alerts. Next is for your replay. So let's say you're doing some kind of back testing, like you want to back test from, let's say, 2021 August. So you can do it from this. So what I would say is for the free plan, you can only use daily chart, weekly chart, and monthly chart. So for your pro plan, you can use intraday, like 4 hours. Let's say if I want to use for 4 hours, it's not available. So if you're really keen into doing like intraday analysis, you can always go for the pro plan and then do the replay and back testing on lower time frames. But for the free version, daily chart, and then at this bottom here you will say play, this is forward, the replay speed, and jump to real time. So if you want to cancel, you can just jump to real time. So let's say we play. So this is quite slow, you see, it's quite slow. So let's say we put to 10x. So this is quite fast. It shows you, how it's replaying at this specific time, 2021. Okay, so this is also a very good backtesting feature that is integrated into TradingView by itself. And then at this point you can save your layout. So let's say you have a specific layout. So for me, I love to use without grids, without anything, and black background. So let's say you like white background and black and white bullish and bearish candles. So all you got to do is right click, go to settings, and then you can go to symbol, and then you can change the color of the candlesticks. But before that, you go to canvas, background, you can change it to white, both white, and then grid lines you can choose it as white so it doesn't show. And then crosshair you can change it to black, then you can see it. Then you go to symbols and change the color of the candlesticks based on how you like it. Okay, so for me, I'll just keep it as it is now, like this. And then here you have your settings, which is opening the same thing which when you do it like this. And here is you're going into full screen mode, and this is taking a snapshot. So let's say you want to take a screenshot of this current chart like this currently, you can do so. You can either download the image, or you can copy the image, or you can copy the link, or you can tweet the image if you want. So let's say you have done your analysis, doing, let's say, some prediction, you can always do so like that. And this feature is you can publish into your ideas section, where if you go here, the community. So here you have different kinds of people giving their own ideas about what's going to happen for the chart prediction. So you see you have stocks, crypto, forex, futures, indices. So you have different kinds of people showing what will happen. So if you plan to do that, you can always click publish and submit your idea. So that's just the basic stuff about this top toolbar. So now let's look at all the tools that TradingView offers. So here you have all different kinds of things. So let's first look at this. So here you have all the trend line tools. So here you have like an arrow which will extend and show you all the available tools in the lines, trend lines. So you have a trend line, you have all these things. So to make your life easier, just click this add to favorites so that you can access it anytime you want at this point, rather than going here and trying to find which one you want. So for me, I choose trend line, I choose horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical line from this part. This is all more advanced, different ways of doing technical analysis. Next is you have the Fibonacci, all these methods of analyzing the chart. So for me, I use Fibonacci retracement. That's the basic stuff. And here you have patterns. You have different kinds of patterns to be shown on the chart. Like, let's say you are a head and shoulders trader. You only trade on that pattern. So you can use this to visualize, what's happening, and you can take a screenshot or things like that. So all this, so I don't use any of these tools. Projection, this is quite important, where I use it a lot of time, where I use long position, short position, forecast. So let me just show you long position and then short position. So here, let's say you have taken a trade, and then you can put where you have bought, what was your stop loss level. Another way is just double click, and then you can choose. Let's say you risk 10%, your entry price is 128 or something like that, and your take profit was at 138 or 188, and then your stop loss level was at 100. So now it adjusted based on what your trade would have been look like. And you can, if you want to not make it move, you can just click the lock, so it locks, so it doesn't move. See, for example, like this, it moves around. So this is long position and short position. Then you have something called forecast. Forecast is, let's say you want to know how many candles is it from this point to this point. So you can choose the forecast. You can click on the starting point to the ending point. So here it shows the price changes. So from here to here it was $152, and it's around 159% in 161 days. So this took 161 days. So let's say I want to check from here to here how many days it took. It took 230 days. Okay, so this is another way to forecast basically. And then next you have this one we already looked at. This is drawing. So if you want to draw on your chart, you can always choose the brush, you can draw. So I don't use that. I use only mainly rectangles to just mark like support, resistance. So you can change the color. Currently it's white, so that's why you can't see. So let me change it to black, so now you can see it. So let's say I want to choose some kind of levels, some kind of zone area, so I can mark like this. It's much more easier and clean, and it's straight. And then the last one is text. So if you want to write something here, let's say resistance, you can choose, and then you can put support. You can write anything stuff here. And then another one that I use, you can choose from all this. Another one that I use is price label. So when you're looking at the chart in a big monitor, you can't really see this. You have to go and focus on it. So I would like to just let's say if I've taken a sell position here, I'll just put something like this, and you can change the size of this label. You can change, so I'll just put it as the biggest, so it's easier for me to see. Okay, and then same like the focus, we have something called measure. So this one we can measure, let's say from here to here, from the top to the bottom. So this was a minus $198. It was minus 67%, and it took 78 bars, which is 78 days, since we are in a daily chart. So one candle is 1 day. So it shows you also the volume. So you can either use measure or you can use forecast, depending on you. Okay, another hack that I see is for those people who are doing technical analysis heavily, rather than, and let me just disable this first to show you. So let's say you want to draw multiple time trend lines. So let's say you draw one trend line, and then you can't draw anything else. You have to go here back, and then maybe draw another trend line. So if you want continuous drawing, you can choose this, So it says keep drawing. So now if you use trend line, so let's say if I use something like this, I can keep on drawing. I don't have to keep on clicking here. So if you want to come out from that, you just right click. So you see it disables. So far that's all that you need to know for the tools and what it provides. And last is when you want to hide all your drawings, you can either right click, remove 10 drawings, or if you don't want to remove, you can just hide it and then you can show all drawings. Okay, so that's for the toolbars. Now let's look at the right hand side. So here you can see watch list, details and news, alerts, object tree and chats. So you will be using most of it, you will be using your watch list, where here you can add your own set of assets that you always look at. So let's say I want to add multiple I want to add forex, I want to add stocks, and I want to add crypto. So here it shows you forex. Let's go to forex. So I want to choose Euro USD, I want to choose GBP USD, I want to choose USD JPY, GBP JPY, AUD USD, and USD CAD. And then I want to go to stocks and I want to choose all these stocks here, just to give you an example of how it works. Okay, then I want to go to crypto, and then I want to just choose BTC, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, Dogecoin, and Cardano. Okay, so now for forex, you can choose a specific brokerage that you want. So that means, let's say you as a trader, you only use FSCM. So you want to see all the charts that are offered from FSCM, you can choose like that. Or if you want to use, let's say, from Ovenda, same thing. So it's all showing only Ovenda charts. So this is good for those traders who are just using one brokerage. They just want to see what is offered there in TradingView so that they can do their analysis, all that. And then for stocks, it's the same thing. You can choose USA, or you can choose a specific country that you want. Let's say I want to only choose Czech Republic stocks. So you can choose here. You can see all the stocks that are offered. So for me, just to make life simpler, we just choose US stocks. And then you can choose types of stocks, sectors of stocks, things like that. And then for crypto, same thing. Since crypto, there's so many exchanges, so the best is to look at Binance. So you can choose Binance, and you can see all those cryptos that are available in Binance. So now you have all this list. So it's kind of not neat. So how do you want to make it neat and segregated? So here under watch list, you can choose add section. So here you have this section, you can double tap, and then you can choose, let's say, forex, and then you can just drag to the top where your forex pairs are, and then you can also put another section. Let's say this is for US stocks, and then you can put it here. Do the same thing for cryptocurrency. So now you have segregated forex, US stocks, and cryptocurrency. So it's easier to see. So let's say you want to only trade forex for this week, you can just choose this and go about each of the pair. So another way to go through the list, you can just press spacebar. So now we are at Euro USD. Just press spacebar and it goes to the next one. Spacebar, it goes to the next one, and so on like that. Okay, so that's all for this TradingView basics. So nothing more that you need to know, other than analyzing charts, keeping a tab of it. So in the next video I'll show you how to set up a demo account in your TradingView so that you can trade, and you can, rather than having in the MT4 creating an account, you can also choose to have a paper trading account in TradingView. Thank you so much for watching.